Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Kia Sportage Kia Sorento guys with a 2.4 GDI engine and you're trying to install the timing chain. Stay with us, we'll explain the complete procedure for oil pump timing chain installation and the main timing chain as well. Most people will never replace the timing chain for the oil pump, but in case you need to remove oil pump or replace it, I'll recommend when you're doing timing chain replacement to go with the whole kit. Stay with us, we'll cover everything from start to finish. So this should work on Kia Sportage and Kia Sorento different years. For instance, they start using it in early 2012 all the way to 2016-17 depending on the market guys. That's a 2.4 GDI engine. So before we start, let me introduce you to the channel. Every single car we get at the garage guys, we take them completely apart and we make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do all that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. Also guys, if you want to buy parts or tools for a really good price and quick shipping as well, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from. Specifically, this is an engine out of a 2013 Kia that we'll be demonstrating on. And with that being said, okay, if you have a Kia guys or other vehicle, check our main channel Auto Repair guys. We have videos that have helped more than 120 million people guys, that can save you thousands of dollars. So let's start on it now. So we need to bring guys the engine to the top TDC point, but let me get the big screwdriver quick. I want to show you we have the spark plugs removed guys, and the engine, okay, right now the pistons are right in the middle, cylinder number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, that means the pistons are in the middle, so we cannot hit the valves, okay. And what we're going to do, okay, you can see now, that's the exhaust camshaft. Okay, that line needs to be even with the head, so this one is practically there, it just spring loaded, okay, like that. That orange dot needs to be on the top left side. This one, the orange dot needs to come on the top right side. So we're going to turn that camshaft now. Okay, like that. You can see that line will need to come back, okay, a little bit to be even with the head there, okay, but it's spring loaded, so that's fine, that's enough. Now what we're going to do next guys, okay, we're going to put the timing cover here. Okay, we need to put that timing cover so we can bring the engine to TDC point. So we install the timing cover. Now on the timing cover you have one mark that says T, that's top dead center. Okay, we're going to put the pulley so we can turn the engine. Spark plugs have been removed and we're going to turn it. The mark is right here, it needs to come to be even with the T. Now careful guys, okay, how you turn, we might need to put the bolt. If you feel that the engine gets stuck somewhere, okay, you might be hitting valves, so you have to be extremely guys, extremely careful, otherwise, okay, you can damage things. So okay, you can see, just slowly turn. Okay, a little bit more, right there. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the bolt now. Okay, you can see this one is even with the T. Great. Now, next we need to remove that pulley. Okay, that will be right here. And after that, okay, we're going to remove that cover too. Okay, the timing cover. We have the oil pump right here with the balance shaft. Never remove the sprocket on the front or you practically need to buy a new oil pump if that happens. Some people will try to do that and you end up buying a new pump. So, okay, with that being said guys, next step. We need to get the small, okay, the small chain for the oil pump. And we're going to get the sprocket, okay, for the oil pump now. Okay, perfect. Now let's see how everything comes. Okay, you can see, let me see, the little one will be there. Okay, so we're going to get the chain. You can see there is 1, 2 that's marked with a dot, and this one will go, okay, it will go on the short side, will be on the left side of the chain with the covered links. So there's right there, the orange needs to match with that marked thing on the left side. Now right here guys, okay, what we need to do, we need to go ahead, okay, and install, okay, the oil pump, but at the same time I need to reposition it here, and we need to get it, okay, on the marked tooth as well. So that's where, okay, things will get a little bit interesting. Okay, one tooth over, okay, like that. Now at that point we need to install the oil pump. Okay, it needs to come this way a little bit. Let me see exactly where we are. Oh, to the back side. Okay, like that. I'll hold it like that. Okay, while we're installing the bolts. On the front we have long bolts. So we're just going to hand tight this one. Okay, so we don't hold the pump anymore. Now at that point you need to install all your 7 bolts. I'll try to leave the torque specs in the description of the video below. Check it out. We just hand tie them like that, and then we'll continue with the timing marks. So now you have to verify that the covered links of the chain are on the dots. What we're going to do now first, guys, okay, we're going to install, okay, let's install the guide, okay, on that side. We have 2 bolts that we need to install. That's a plastic guide. It's recommended to install new ones every single time. Okay, let's see. Okay, right there. Perfect. One over there. It's a little bit complicated, but it's mostly time consuming. So those hand tight only, and we'll do the torque wrench in a second. Okay, perfect. In a little bit. Let's go ahead. Okay, install the tensioner arm on this side. Again with the same 10mm. Perfect. Now right here, guys, okay, I'm going to spread it. That's the tensioner itself. We have the pin installed. Okay, no, wrong hole. Okay, you need to go right here. Again, wrong hole there. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. Okay, now we're going to install the second one. Okay, no. Okay, like that. I think it should probably go. Perfect. So, let's get it tight before we release it. Now, I think it says between 9.8 and 11.8 Newton meters. We have ours at 10.7 right in the middle. Listen for that click and stop immediately. We can release the tensioner by pulling the pin. Let's do that. Perfect. Everything's good here. Now, next step, we need to compress the main tensioner here, okay, and install the chain as well. So, this one, okay, we have to compress the tooth, okay, not all the way because you need to leave 2 teeth, I think, 2, like that, okay, perfect. Okay, great, this one is ready to go. Next we need to get the timing chain. I need to get a 14mm now, okay, for one of the things here. We're going to install the timing chain sprocket on the bottom side. Engine need to be verified that it's still a TDC, make sure nothing moved. Most of the times the TDC, that thing will be, that marked tooth with the circle will be at 6 o'clock. So, now let's get the chain. We're going to install it on the intake and exhaust camshaft sprockets. Okay, right there. Now this one I need to turn a little bit, counterclockwise. Okay, and we need to hold the other one too a little bit. Okay, so we need to make sure that these two will be even, okay, with the cylinder head. So in that case, both of us, okay, we'll need to hold them. But now, what do we need to do? Okay, since we installed the mark teeth right there on the bottom, we need to come on the dot. Okay. So now on top, okay, this one we need to go clockwise. Okay, I need to go counterclockwise now. Perfect, like that. Okay. On the bottom, let's install it. Okay, right here, let me turn the light on the mark tooth, like that. Next, okay, let's install the guide first, right here. I think the plastic guide on this side comes first, and then it's the tensioner arm. This one is the opposite side. On the we need to flip it inside out. Okay, like that. Okay, here we need to make sure that the chain goes over it everywhere. One on the bottom. Now I need to verify again that we're on the mark tooth. Yep. We're going to just hand tie things until we install everything, because we might need to remove things again. Perfect. Now, what we can do, we can, at that point we can turn, okay, the crankshaft a little bit with the bolt, so we can get the slack out of the chain on this side. Like that, perfect. Okay, on top everything looks good, everything is on the mark teeth. We're going to install the tensioner arm now. Okay, great. One bolt there as well. Okay, now we're installing the tensioner itself. Perfect. Now let's tighten everything with the torque wrench, and again the same torque specs. Perfect, we can release the tensioner. Okay, push the tensioner by hand, okay, to make sure you don't have any slack. Now, what is recommended, guys, at that point, okay, we're going to turn that engine. You should do 2 full revolutions, but in my opinion, go very slow, and I'll do at least 8 to 10 revolutions to make sure everything's good. But after 2 full revolutions, okay, on the crankshaft, you will see now, after 2 full revolutions, okay, the dots right here on top need to come again, the camshafts, okay, like that, just a little bit more, okay, perfect, too much, I think, just a little bit back, but we need to go more because we passed it, so we'll do 4 revolutions, because for every 2 revolutions on the crankshaft, the camshafts make 1 revolution. Okay, a little bit more. You have to be slow now here. We don't have spark plugs, so we can easily turn the engine. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Perfect. Now, right here, the coward links will not match anymore, guys. What you need to do, make sure while you're turning you didn't hit a valve or anything. If the engine stops, stop immediately. What you need to verify, okay, at that point when the engine is at TDC point again, and you can put the valve cover to verify that, but at TDC point, that mark here on that camshaft and the mark on this camshaft, okay, they need to be horizontal with the with that plane on the cylinder head. So you get the idea, guys. and the timing is perfect on our Kia engine now. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.